Good morning, Columbus, and welcome to another edition of From Our House to Your Home, the Remodeler Showcase. My name is Marty Reed. I'm your host, and the show is brought to you by Frog Hauling. If you need to clean your garage, basement, whatever, you need someone to haul that trash or whatever you need to move away, think of Frog Hauling. And if you're a remodeling contractor and only the best product will do for your customers, think of Frog Hauling. We carry 5 different sizes of containers so that you're not paying for more container than you need. Well, today we have a repeat guest, and I'm happy to have this guest because he has a fantastic company. You like that?
I love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, so I'm going to tell everybody, if you need cabinets, you need to listen to the show today. I don't care if you're doing a kitchen, a bathroom, entertainment center, whatever it is, we've got a solution for you today. We have with us Hans Jurawitz of the Cabinet Shop. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now, I'm going to have you, I put you on the spot. I put everybody on the spot. You have to introduce yourself, but I'm going to give you a little introduction first. Everyone knows I try to bring in what I consider to be the best of the best in Columbus or Franklin County, and Hans fits into that category. He has been a member of the National Association of Remodelers, and that's the proof source I'm going to give everybody. I don't know, for a number of years. You've been there a long time. And as I tell everyone, if you want the professionals in the marketplace that believe in having credentials, integrity, support their industry, you join the National Association of Remodelers. So now I'm done giving you the accolades. I want you to introduce yourself. Tell the folks how you got in this business. I don't care. You can tell them you're a skier. I see this Cannon Valley. Is that how you say it?
Canaan Valley.
Okay, whatever.
West Virginia. We go play and golf and do all sorts of fun stuff in the mountains. It's great.
You have a cabin there, right?
I do. It's a small, modest cabin. It's only 4,500 square feet.
Is that all?
Indoor pool.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
He's kidding.
Our cabins aren't that expensive.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got in the business.
Well, thanks. I'm married. I have a daughter. I got in this business, I'd say 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started working for a home center and got out of the retail part of it and started just working directly with contractors. And that's what I like to do, the most. We do a fair amount of business with people that are doing projects themselves. We're happy to even introduce them to some of our client base. And I've been doing this on my own for 11 years, so it's okay. It's nice.
So the cabinet shop's been around for 11 years.
11 years, yes.
See, that's another proof that you're one of the best, because if you're a small business guy, you got to make that first hurdle, which is the 5-year mark.
Yes.
And after that, you tend to know that you've got an established name in the marketplace, and the marketplace wants what you're presenting to them.
There's a big demand. There's a lot of work going on in people's homes and new homes. I decided at the best time to start a business in 2007, which is
right before the crash.
Yeah. So we started small, and now we have a very nice 10,000 square foot showroom. We have our offices in there. It's fantastic. We have 20-something displays.
I'm going to comment.
You've been there.
Can I do it?
You've been
I
there.
have been to the cabinet
Don't
shop.
lie to the listeners. You've been there plenty of times.
Okay. I have been there a couple of times. One time I went, and which means nothing really. The second time I brought my wife, and she was absolutely ecstatic. I was a hero that day because I found the place that she felt she should be getting cabinets at. And so it's in our plans. Someone will be at your shop dealing with my wife to design an entertainment center that we're going to do. But she absolutely loved it. And I will say this. The showroom, I'm going to repeat myself, if you're thinking that you need cabinets, go to the cabinet shop, because the showroom, you said you have 20 displays. I was blown away. And they're all different kind of styles. But more importantly, it's kind of an idea center.
It is. We have a lot of resources for people to utilize. We have countertop samples. We have hardware samples. We have appliances on display. We have plumbing fixtures on display. Our main interest is cabinetry, but we do put everything together so people can see it all finished. And I got a special announcement to make.
Okay, go ahead.
I just bought a donut machine.
Oh
so
my
starting Monday, I got the donut machine.
Yeah.
You know those little mini donuts that you get at the fair? I got the machine.
So now if I come in,
I can make you a dozen of those little mini donuts. I can put them in a little bag, put a little cinnamon sugar on them. Give them to your
in
kids.
other words, you looked at this body and said, "I need to continue to feed the habit."
Yeah, you need a little more weight on your frame there, Marty.
Okay.
So yeah, the donut machine is going to be a hit.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is, part of the process when you're thinking, let's just take a kitchen. I would have absolutely no idea what to do. I mean, there's two types of remodeling. One is you replace and kind of stick with the same floor plan, so to speak. And the other is you decide that you need to, your lifestyle's changed, what you want is different, and it's entirely different layout for a kitchen, okay? You have what I think is very important, a design. You'll help people with the design, and you have a design process that you'll go through with the folks. Explain how that works.
It starts out with a lot of information gathering.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in, we will ask you many different questions. We will also need to view the space. We'll need to take measurements. After that information gathering, we'll start out with some preliminary drawings. And we do most of our drawings on CAD.
Okay.
All of our designers are very skilled. Many of them are even artists, so we can even hand sketch things right in front of you. But the computer software and the renderings that we do is photorealistic. I mean, you'll be able to see your project before it's even started.
Okay.
We'll do color renderings, and it's so easy to make changes on those things. If you say, I would like to see my range over here or my refrigerator over there, it's a lot easier to do it in our computer world because you haven't ordered anything yet. So that's a nice benefit to working with us. All of us know how to utilize that to its fullest extent, and once you have the drawings, it's easy from there.
And how do you, let's talk a little bit about the products that you carry. I would tell everybody, go to the Cabinet Shop website.
Thecabshop.com.
Yeah, give it to them. Go ahead.
It's www.thecabshop.com. Not the cat shop. You'll be disappointed.
Okay.
The Cab Shop.
But there's a gallery by
Yes.
the manufacturers, and it gives tremendous ideas. It sets you down a path of thinking, that might be something that I like. But you have at least listed on your website 3 different cabinet manufacturers.
Yes.
Okay, what's the difference? Why 3 manufacturers?
We have to have a little bit of everything for everybody. There's good, better, and best.
Okay.
Everybody comes in and they're different. That's what's fun. It's never the same cookie cutter thing.
Okay.
Someone will come in and say, I need something inexpensive. We're flipping a house. Okay, we have a product line for that. It's not very expensive. It's limited. You can get it quick. Then we have most people come in and say, I want something right in the middle. I don't want the most expensive. I don't want the cheapest. We have 2 lines for that. And we have a custom line that we work with.
Okay.
So the manufacturers now spend a lot more resources on their web presence. They're not printing many catalogs anymore.
Yeah.
But they're putting a lot of money into their web presence. So you could go onto our website. You could click on their links, and there's virtual viewers. There's many, many different resources that you can utilize. And then come into our place, and we'll show you the real thing. We have samples of all the finishes, whether they're in the form of a large display or a small chip. Mm-hmm. These manufacturers have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of different finishes. And then we have 2 companies that if you said, hey, I want my own paint, I want a Sherwin-Williams paint color, whatever, they'll make them. They'll do it. So that's how custom cabinetry has become.
Okay, and then let's talk a little bit about styles. The lines that you carry, have you kind of specialized in a certain style, or do your manufacturers, how do I want to say this, go everything from, okay, it's a contemporary design to a traditional design, kind of?
There are so many different options.
Okay.
The manufacturers do keep up with the trends. The
Okay.
trends dictate what they're introducing, into the markets. But you'll see everything: different paint finishes, different wood species, different door styles. We, of course, need to show what's popular.
Yeah.
If we showed golden oak with cathedral doors in our entire showroom, we wouldn't do very well.
You wouldn't be in business.
No,
Okay.
no. But people want paints. They want specialty finishes. They want unique door styles.
Yeah.
So it's something that you can.
So you can cover that range. What just about
Yes.
anybody that walks in and said, "Here's my idea of what I want." You're going to be able to kind of show them something. I mean, you can't please everybody, but pretty
We
much. Okay.
The cabinet shop.
The cabinet. I like that response. Okay, but I mean, you carry a wide range.
Yes, like I said,
Okay.
we have that entry level product for people
Yeah.
that want something quick, easy, and inexpensive. We have to compete with, our
The
competitors.
big box stores, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a product line for that. That's a line called Wolf. We
Okay.
have two middle range companies called Diamond and Medallion.
Okay.
They do a fantastic job for us. If there's something that's way out of the box that they don't manufacture, then we go into a custom line, and we use a company called Greenfield out of Indiana. So,
And when you say custom, they actually make the cabinets, let's say, to specific dimensions, style. What does custom mean?
custom means that they will do really anything I draw. They
Okay.
will do any color. If something is not in their catalog, they will resource it and get it for you. Even semi-custom manufacturers like Diamond and Medallion, they make them for you. They're not sitting on a shelf someplace.
Oh,
Technically, they're semi-custom, which means they will modify them, height, width, and depth, but they won't alter their finishes. They won't change their styles of doors. But these companies anymore, these semi-custom companies, there's almost no reason to go to custom unless you said, hey, I need a specific brand of hinge and I want a specific thickness of drawer box. I mean, this is
gotcha.
really detailed information that, if we get it, then we say, your only option is Greenfield. If you want to pick every single element out of it, then sure.
Okay, and then your customers, you've mentioned that you work with the do-it-yourselfer. Are you primarily retail? Because I know you work with remodelers too. They bring how does that work? They bring their customers in to work with you, or?
Yes, that's our primary business model, is we're working with professional contractors and builders.
Okay,
They send in their customers because they know that we're going to treat them well. We know their processes.
now do they do the design though, the contractor, or do they rely on you?
They rely on us. That's why
Okay.
they buy from us. We use design as our vehicle to sell cabinets.
Okay,
We're in the business to sell cabinets, but we're also wanting to make sure that the projects that we're working on, go to a nice ending and people get what they're expecting.
now do you install cabinets also?
We have a lot of options for installation, whether we refer back to our client base, which is what we really like to do. If someone comes in and they say, we're just going to take out our cabinets and we want to install them, then we have small remodelers that we work with that will
Okay.
refer just the labor to. Somebody comes in and they say, we want to add an addition onto our home,
Different type of
then
remodeler.
it's a different remodeler that will refer them to. So we like doing that. We like going back to our client base. We don't have anyone on staff that installs cabinets.
Okay.
I think it's inevitable that our business will go to that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we have a number of great installers that are independent that will refer to if it's just the labor that they're looking for.
Okay.
And they're busy, so it's hard. You got to come in early. You got to communicate with them immediately. You can't call somebody in a week and say, I'm ready to have my cabinets installed. They're going to be busy. The good guys are busy.
Well, and you deal with the good guys
We deal with
because
the good guys.
you are, as I said earlier, I'm sure that, we talked before the show started, and Neary's having a golf outing for its members, and we were talking about some of the remodelers, and all of them were doing business with you. So, I mean, that's the kind of people that you're going to get. You're going to get the professionals from Neary. I'm sure there's people that come to you that claim to be remodelers that want to have you refer them that you turn away, right?
We do, and
to be nice.
I won't name them on the radio.
I'm trying to be nice, but we know that, because it's a reflection on your business, and people spend money on cabinets. The job better be done right when they're put in.
Absolutely. Everyone has a horror story about, a kitchen remodel or a home build. I don't want to be included in that. So we try very, very hard to make sure that we're involved with our element, and we make sure that the customer gets what they're expecting.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a short break here, and then when we get back, we're going to talk with Hans a little bit about kind of what you're seeing as trends in the industry. And I want to talk a little bit more about this design process.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll be right back, folks.
Did I say too much?
Don't worry about it.
No, but you didn't talk about that donut machine enough.
I love the donut machine.
As soon as you said that,
You got
I
about
was
10
like,
minutes.
Like, what?
10 minutes?
Over 10 minutes, yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'll give you 2, 1.
Just go to 2.
Just 2?
Yeah.
I like to start at 3.
Okay, start at 3. I'll let you do that.
Easy negotiation.
Okay.
3 is one of my favorite numbers.
Okay. Okay.
Ready to roll? Talk about the donut machine? Here we go.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we are talking with Hans Jurawitz of the Cabinet Shop. Now, tell the folks once again your website, how they go to your website.
Our website is thecabshop.com. We are located in the Polaris area, right next to Capital Lighting and Haverty's Furniture Store.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
Only I could miss it.
You
right?
could. You were complaining about you had missed it last time, but
Tells you I need a lot, which leads me to my next topic. I tell this to everyone. They're tired of hearing it. I couldn't. If my wife said, I want to redo the kitchen, I would be this much help. See, that's a big
that's
zero.
a zero sign.
I'm terrible. So expand, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like that out there that just don't have any idea. You can say whatever you want. I have no mechanical ability, no design. There's not a bone of creativity. The design process. We talked a little bit about it. Okay. How do you work with people that are like the concrete wall? You ask them a question and they go, I don't know. That's why I hired you.
Well, many times they have to see something to have an opinion.
Okay.
So if it's coming through the showroom and seeing the different displays that we have, that's one element. There's a lot of resources online that we can share with them to get them different ideas. Or the best thing is just say, let me take control. If you trust me, I won't let you down. I'm going to put some drawings together. There's no harm, there's no foul in putting some drawings together and showing you what we can do.
So I'm sure you go through a series of kind of questions, though, like maybe has your lifestyle changed? What do you envision in the future? Things like that to kind of help you get to where
Yes.
they don't know they want to go?
Yes, a lot of times it's asking somebody what they don't like about their current kitchen. I mean, they're remodeling
That's
for a
simple.
reason.
Okay.
It's kind of simple.
Yeah.
What do you not like about your kitchen? Oh, I don't like that they're oak. Okay, I'm not going to show you oak cabinets. Because if I show you oak cabinets and you just said you hated your kitchen because they're oak, I'm not listening to you. I need to listen. I need to somehow interpret your thoughts onto paper.
Uh-huh.
So don't consider us as designers. Consider us as interpreters.
Okay, now, how do you handle this? I hate that wall there. We want to open this up into a big room, and we want, all new cabinets, flooring, everything like that. Is that where, at that point, do you turn to a remodeler, or do you, because there's structural changes then. How do you bridge that gap?
Many times that remodeler is already involved.
Ah, okay.
And they know the budget. Budget's always a sensitive topic for people, but you have to know what someone wants to put into a project. And many times that number isn't all going to come to the cabinet shop. We're a small percentage of a project.
Right.
So someone has to help them, and the contractor is the best person to talk with. There's a lot of estimating systems online. We even have one of our manufacturers has it online where you plug in the cost of your project, you know, what your budget is, and in it sections out different parts of the project for appliances, for countertops, for cabinets.
Right.
It's a good estimating tool is what it is. But if someone comes in and they say, I want to blow out this wall and do this, again, we're still working with some hypotheticals. Nothing's really happening. So that's okay to investigate what that's going to look like. We're happy to meet with people, share their thoughts, their dreams, and show them what we can do with their kitchen or bathroom or library, laundry, and whatever it is on paper. That's the biggest, that's the best tool that we have is the.
So it's a process you go through to get to the final design. That's what we're saying. And it's never, it doesn't hurt to have people come into your showroom that don't know what the heck they want, but you can kind of start to lead them down a path, so to speak, to get them. Okay.
Most people have
that's my biggest
inspiration photos, or they say, oh, we love our neighbor's kitchen. We'll go in there, break into their house one night and snap some pictures. You know, let me see what it looks like. I'm kidding.
I know. Okay, let's talk about what I think is on everybody's mind when they start a project. Everybody wants the latest and greatest, typically, and it's called, what are the current trends? Mm-hmm. You know, we talk a lot, I talk a lot to remodelers, obviously, and, you know, I'll go, what's popular in kitchens? Well, white is still white kitchen cabinets, okay? Not for my house. I would never do that because I guess I'm a contrarian. But anyways, nothing against them, but I'd want something a little more exciting. What are the trends that you see in cabinetry? What are people doing? And you can go by room if you want. I don't care. Go to entertainment, bathrooms, kitchens. What are you seeing?
It's all across the board.
Ah, okay.
If you're looking to do a basement and a pub room or a man cave, dark, heavily distressed, even woods that have a lot of character to them. There's a knotty alder wood that has a lot of non-structural cracks and knots. Looks really rustic, looks really cool. You could do something like that. Many different finishes. Most of the time they're darker finishes. In bathrooms, people like to do things open and airy, painted finishes. Not necessarily just plain white. Painted finishes that have tones of gray in them, maybe even some brush strokes, maybe even some hand distressing, light hand distressing. There's a lot of specialty finishes when it comes to the paints that you can do. The kitchens, yes, the number one seller is a painted finish on like a shaker style door, a very simple door.
Okay.
It's rarely the kitchen cabinets that make the entire project look fantastic. It's how everything else comes together. The countertops, the tile, the hardware, the finishes. So it's okay to be somewhat safe with the door style.
Yeah.
But if you wanted something unique, there's many different door styles you can get as well. These manufacturers have their equipment to where they can change very easily the shape of the door, the panel thickness, the panel detail. So if somebody wants something really unique, these manufacturers can do it.
Well, one of the things that I'm sensing as a trend also is a mix and match in cabinets. And the other thing is the painted things that I think of when I was a kid. It wasn't uncommon to walk into somebody, and now this is a long time ago. They have blue kitchen cabinets.
Sure.
Or they had cabinets painted other than white. Is that kind of an emerging trend?
It is for accent pieces.
Okay.
Like you said, if you're going to mix and match, if you said, hey, I want to do the entire perimeter of the kitchen a painted white, but I want the island to pop. I love navy blue. Fine. You can do a navy blue island.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. None of us are going to say that that's wrong. If you like purple, I can get you purple cabinets.
That's why I loved your showroom, because you have on display whatever you can imagine. I mean, I was blown away by the showroom.
Well, thanks.
I've been into kitchen showrooms before, and they're not in your league. So I'm
well, thanks.
Telling you, I mean, it's fantastic. Folks, you got to go to the showroom.
I mean, I don't believe it's overwhelming. I don't believe, our showroom puts us into a certain niche because we're not high end.
No.
Sometimes people come into the showroom and they see all the different things that we have, and they expect us to be expensive, which we're not. Our custom line it's not the most expensive product that's out there. Our medallion, our diamond line is right in the middle. They have so many different options that we can work with.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Okay, now tell the folks your website again, and then tell them your hours, how they can work with you, because I know you have normal operating hours, but you can schedule appointments with your shop too.
Yes.
Okay.
The website is thecabshop.com, and our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're open Saturdays, 9 to 1. If you need to come in after hours and you're working with a contractor, that contractor has a salesperson / designer that they're likely working with already. Many times we're working after hours. Somebody wants to buy cabinets from us, I'm not going to say no to coming in at 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. I'm sorry, you can come in anytime.
Well, and a lot of people have to do that. They just have to come in after working hours, and it makes sense. So, not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to wrap it up.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Why is Jim giving us the 1 minute?
He is. I want to thank you for being on the show. I want you to come back again because I'm a true believer in what you're doing. And I can't stress it enough. I was blown away when I didn't know what to expect. But you're going to be doing an entertainment center for us. And I shouldn't say that because I haven't had the opportunity to say maybe and I'll beat you up. But
We haven't quoted it yet.
we haven't quoted it yet.
No, I'll give you a deal. I'll give you 2% off.
I get 2%. But folks, again, like I started the show, if you need cabinets for a remodeling project, go to the cabinet shop. They're again, they're over by Polaris on Terrace. Is that
And Terry's, yes.
Okay. And again, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. I had fun.
And we'll be back with you probably in about 6 months. That sound good?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.